Hi, I'm Liz Ward. I'm a senior SharePoint consultant at Software One. I've been working in the SharePoint space for 20 years, and this is my second time submitting an entry for the SharePoint Hackathon. This is a great opportunity to highlight SharePoint and metadata, something I've been focused on and advocating for years. This year, my husband joined my team to help with the design process.
And I'm Bryan Ward, not only Liz's husband, but also a professional creative director known for creating impactful brands for a wide variety of clients. For our entry, I helped with brainstorming concepts, design implementation, and creating the video that you're watching. Why don't we get started and introduce you to Aura?
The problem I wanted to solve is something a lot of organizations deal with. They already have guidance, reference materials, templates, and support content, but people do not experience it as one connected system. Users still have to guess where things live, what they should trust, and what they should do next. Aura was intentionally designed as a lightweight knowledge hub that helps users move from question to action more naturally. Instead of treating SharePoint like a homepage with a few libraries and hundreds of pages behind it, I wanted to show how it can become a guided knowledge experience built on structure, metadata, and AI-ready content.
Aura is intentionally not a traditional intranet. It is not organized around departments, news, or a document dump. It's organized around user intent. The experience is built around 4 simple actions: ask, understand, resolve, and act. That gives users a clear mental model for how to move through knowledge instead of forcing them to browse storage locations or guess which kind of content they need. And while we're showing Aura here with Copilot content, the same structure could support onboarding, operations, policy guidance, department knowledge, or any situation where people need trusted information and a clear next step. This is the Aura homepage, and the first thing to showcase here is a visual journey. At the top, users see the 4 main paths: ask, understand, resolve, and act. Those are not just navigation buttons. They represent the way the whole experience is designed to guide people through knowledge. Ask is the broad entry point. It's for someone who knows they have a question, but may not know yet what kind of resource they need. Understand points people towards learning-oriented guidance. Resolve is for users trying to improve results, troubleshoot issues, or work through a problem. And Act takes them towards practical assets like forms, templates, and prompt packs. Below that, the homepage keeps reinforcing those journeys. The blue section is the core guide knowledge area. This is where users can move into learning, safe use, and troubleshooting paths without needing to understand the structure underneath. Then the orange section shifts the experience from guidance into action. That's where Aura starts surfacing tools people can actually use next, whether that's a template, a form, a prompt pack, or another practical asset. So the homepage is doing more than introducing the site. It's helping users move from exploration into action. And the lower sections help the experience feel active and maintained. They support freshness, trust, and stewardship, which really matters in a knowledge hub where people need to feel confident that the content is current and usable. The homepage is lightweight on purpose. It gives users orientation and confidence without overwhelming them. Underneath that simple experience is a structured content model using site pages for knowledge articles, a knowledge library for governed reference content, and a forms and templates library for action assets. To show that this is more than a static homepage, we'll follow one guided path. From the homepage, Ask takes users into the knowledge article experience. And instead of dropping people into a raw library, Aura gives them a lightweight browse layer. From there, users can move into a focused view like Learn Copilot and open a structured article such as Getting Started with Copilot. This article page uses a consistent template with a branded header, metadata, practical sections, and related content. That helps the experience feel readable, structured, and well-maintained. So the front-end experience stays simple, but the structure underneath is still doing a lot of work. Now we'll shift from the experience layer into the architecture underneath of it. Aura was not just designed in SharePoint, we also used AI in SharePoint as part of the build. That matters because the value here is not only visual design, it's also the way modern SharePoint and AI features can strengthen the knowledge experience itself. Here in the library, we added structured metadata like topic, content type, owner, review cycle, and skill level to make the knowledge easier to organize and retrieve. Then we added 2 AI autofill columns. The first is summary. This creates a clear, practical description of each document so content is easier to scan and easier for AI experiences to interpret. The second is AI confidence rating. In our demo, that rating is tied to freshness using published data logic so users and AI experiences get a lightweight trust signal that helps distinguish more current content from content that may need a closer review. Those 2 fields help turn the library from storage into a more explainable and AI-ready knowledge source. Now we'll show how that structure improves the user experience through the AI and SharePoint agent directly from the homepage. This is a good example because the prompt asks for more than a single document. It asks the agent to connect learning guidance, safe use content, and action resources into one usable starting plan in a tabular format. What we want to know here is that Aura is not just returning files, it's helping users move through a knowledge journey. The structured content model and AI-enriched metadata make that response more useful and easier to trust. This second prompt shows a different strength. Aura is not just about productivity, it's also about governance, responsible use, and confidence. Because the content is tagged, reviewed, summarized, and organized by topic and purpose, the agent can return a more grounded answer around practical rules, risk, and next steps. These answers are stronger because the architecture is stronger. The summaries make documents easier to interpret. The freshness-based confidence field supports trust. And the topic and content type fields help separate learning content, governance content, and action assets, all without building agents. So in a lot of ways, the design story and the metadata story are really the same story. Aura is lightweight on the surface, but structured underneath. Aura shows how SharePoint can be more than a portal page or a document repository. It can become a lightweight, AI-enhanced knowledge hub that helps people move from question to understanding, from understanding to resolution, and from resolution to action. Thank you for watching.